What's up, beautiful souls? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Venus. I am a Reiki Master Energy Healer, and I will be sending you Reiki throughout this message. So if you are willing to receive unconditional love and healing at this time, please say yes in your mind's eye or out loud. So today's message, 22 on the clock when I'm saying this, is about blessings. So it's a little bit better of a message. Source is very strong today. So this is my second message for today. Okay, so blessings. So what I'm being told by Source is never to wait. 44, when I'm saying this, never to wait for your blessings. Don't be in the waiting, okay? Instead of saying I'm waiting for a blessing, say stuff like, I'm preparing for my blessings. I'm preparing for them, right? Is a different perspective. That way you're not in waiting, because when you're waiting, it's like it's never coming. It's always you're waiting. So it's never going to come in if you're waiting, right? So if you say I'm preparing for my blessings, then it comes that much quicker, right? Really what you got to do is to feel like they're already here, right? You got to feel it to believe it, right? If you feel it, you feel that the blessing's already been here, then that's how you're manifesting. That's how we manifest. So I'm being asked to speak about blessings and all the different types of blessings that we receive. 144 on the clock when I'm saying this. So the numbers that are coming through are 111, 1111, obviously 144, 555, 666, 777, 888. And what was the last one? Oh, 999. So those are the numbers that are coming through. If you're seeing those numbers frequently, this message is probably for you. Okay. So blessings. What type of blessings, right? What type of blessings are we receiving? What can be a blessing, right? So let's talk about it. All right. So blessings can be obviously anything from up here to up here. So it could be obviously 233 when I'm about to say this. So it could be obviously money, right? Who doesn't want money, right? Abundance, things like this. 242 when I said that. So that's like the major one, right? Everybody's waiting for that. Waiting. Oh. Everybody's preparing for that. Thank you. So what you got to do is you got to be grateful. Like, I'm so happy that I'm abundant, right? Be grateful. If you're grateful for things that are already here, even though they're not physically, you can't physically see them. If you're grateful for them and you say this every morning when you wake up, right before you go to sleep, which is the most powerful time to manifest these things, right? They're going to come to you that much faster. 322 when I said that. Okay. So types of blessings, obviously abundance, right? But it can be so many different things. So it could be healing your mind. So your mindsets, your perspective, that could be a blessing. People overlook these type of blessings, but they're still blessings. 344 when I said that. So to be grateful for that, right? Obviously healing your body, right? Any kind of ailments that you might have, any kind of pain. So these ones are kind of a little bit harder, right? When you're receiving, when you're in pain, excuse me, confirmation burp. When you're in pain, it might be a little bit harder to be grateful for not having pain, right? But you gotta be grateful for it. I no longer have back pain. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. That's how you manifest that, right? Okay, so your body, healing your nervous system. So that's a big one, okay? Your nervous system, people that are always in fight and flight, right? That is like one of the biggest blessings, is to be able to get yourself out of that and to heal your nervous system at that time, right? Or anytime, all the time. 445 when I said that. So other types of blessings could be sources taking away people out of your life. 454 and then 455 when I'm saying this. So source could be taking low vibrational people out of your life, and you're like, oh my God, I don't understand. Like, rejection is protection. So if source is taking people out of your life, it's because they're no good for you. And another good reason is because he's probably making space for you to have the people that you will resonate with, who are higher vibrational, who are more on your path, right? Like soul tribe, you know? They say that blood is thicker than water. And if you look at that whole sentence, we were taught this, right? Blood is thicker than water, blah, 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 544 when I'm saying this. But actually, that's not true. Because we choose to come in these karmic family 555 when I'm saying this. We choose these karmic family members, right? To teach us things, right? But what is the most highest vibration is your soul tribe. And that is actually truly your blessing, is to resonate with people who you love and who you choose, right? So that's a big blessing. Another big blessing could be obviously money, opportunities, new opportunities, right? You could get ideas from source. And if you get ideas from source, take that inspired action, right? Because that's why source is giving you that idea, so that you can become abundant. How are you going to become abundant if you know, you don't follow those little tidbits of, like, you know, little magic that he's sending to you, right? 656 when I said that. So yeah, that's another great blessing that people overlook. People overlook a lot of these blessings, right? They don't think that they're blessings, but they are. They truly, truly are. 7-11 when I said that. All right. So people being removed, healing your body, mind, and soul, knowing that you're protected by source. So if you're seeing 444 a lot, that actually means that you're protected. If you're finding feathers, right? That's your angels telling you that you're protected. And that is a blessing, okay? Because not a lot of people are being protected, right? From higher source, from higher beings, angels, you know, things like this. So to know that is a blessing, right? To know also that you're being guided, that you're being protected, you're loved, right? From source, from the angels, from your ancestors, all these things. That is a blessing. That is truly a beautiful blessing. And you should be grateful for that kind of thing, right? Not to overlook that. Raising your vibration. That's another, like, amazing blessing that people overlook. They tend to overlook it. A lot of people don't. Some people do. 818 when I said that. So yeah, raising your vibration is an amazing blessing. Okay. People don't realize that, but it is. It truly is. It's a blessing to know that, like, you're raising your vibration every day. Right? Okay, let's see. Ideas and goals. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Okay. So healing your inner child. That is a big, big, huge blessing. Okay. If you start to go down that path, if you're on that path, right? Some people aren't, and that's fine. But for those who are on that path, if you are healing your inner child and you've been doing it and doing it and doing it, and you feel like it's never going to end, that's actually a blessing to know that you're actually doing it. Even if it's just a little bit every day, right? Be grateful. Be grateful for that, because some people are not. They're not healing that at all, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, to always have gratitude before the thing that you're trying to manifest comes through, right? So if you're trying to manifest, like, money, all you want is money. If you're grateful before it happens, right? You'll get that opportunity that'll come up. You'll get that dream, that goal, that idea, whatever it is from source. It could be any which way, okay? People overlook these, right? But those are blessings, right? So be grateful for them as they're coming, before they come. You know, I have this thing where every morning I wake up and I try to be grateful. 10-10 when I'm saying this, I try to be grateful for absolutely everything, even if it's not manifested yet. So my biggest thing is when I wake up in the morning, it's going to sound weird, but I don't care. I love it. I always say, for all the money that I spend, it comes back to me times 10. And yeah, it started like manifesting slowly, obviously slowly. It's been a while that I've been doing it. And yeah, sometimes I even say like, thank you for the free stuff, right? So sometimes I get a free coffee, which is, you know, it might sound like little P's and Q's, little things, but hey, that's how it starts, right? And yeah, I always say I'm grateful for my soul tribe, 1055 when I'm saying this. Thank you for my soul tribe. Thank you for the true love of my life. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my children and my children's health. Thank you for my pet and my pet's health. Thank you for my beautiful flowers and my plants growing. 1111 when I said that. My beautiful plants growing healthy and beautiful. I had a big, huge plant that was here, but right now it's outside thriving. 1122 when I said that. It's a lemon tree. I haven't got any lemons yet, but I planted it a couple years ago. It says it's going to take 4 years, so we'll see. I'll let you know when I get some lemons. I'm pretty excited about it, to tell you the truth. Okay, so another thing could be boundaries. Okay, let's talk about it. Boundaries, right? How is that a blessing? Well, if you're a person who was a people pleaser like myself, right? Who never had boundaries at all, never, ever, ever had boundaries at all, 1155, that is actually a blessing to be able to put boundaries and say, no. No is a full sentence. 1202 when I said that. 1202. 1202 on the clock when I said that. Boundaries is a blessing because now you can say no, whereas before you couldn't say that, right? All right, so what else? Self-love. Self-love, okay, is a huge blessing. And when I'm talking about self-love, I don't mean like taking care of your body, mind, and soul. I mean, that's self-love as well. But I'm talking about the real self-love. 1, 2, 3, 4 when I'm saying this. Where you see every aspect of yourself, okay? And you accept it and you love it no matter what. No matter what. Even the darkest parts of yourself that you couldn't accept before. That is true self-love. To become whole. 1300 when I'm saying this. Oh, or 13 minutes. Whatever. That is actually true self-love. Is to accept every part of yourself. 1313 when I'm saying that. To accept yourself top and bottom. Right? Not only your looks, your body, your mind, your darkest aspects that you thought were dark when you were a child, you know, things like this. So